Hey everyone, it's Jess. Today I wanted to talk about something that is very, very special and important to me, which is trying to live as much of a sustainable life as I can. I know recently I've been posting videos that kind of go along with this, with going zero waste, minimalist, going vegan, things like that, which I really love. And I want to share this lifestyle with as many people as I can because it has brought me so much joy and it's given me so much in my life. And I know that with every step of the way, every step that I take, I am confident that I am making better choices for the environment, and that really brings me a lot of joy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something very meaningful with my life. With that said, the lifestyle that I live is very different from a lot of other people's, and because I want to encourage as many people to start making more sustainable choices as I can, I thought that I would make a video today with my 5 tips for someone who is wanting to start living a more sustainable life. I understand that this lifestyle is not easy, but one of my biggest goals with this YouTube channel is to show people the options that you have in order to make more sustainable choices in your life and make them as convenient as possible. So without further ado, here are my 5 tips for someone who is wanting to start living a more sustainable life. Number 1, push yourself out of your comfort zone. I cannot tell you how many sustainable decisions that I held off making because I didn't want to push myself out of my comfort zone and try something new. Things like bulk shopping really intimidated me at first, and I literally went months before trying it just because I was scared that, bringing my own containers was going to cause a problem with the grocery store. They were going to tell me that it was unsanitary, or my worst nightmare was I was going to get up to the cash register and they were going to refuse it and say that I wasn't allowed to buy those things in those containers. Now, none of these things happened. These bulk stores know people that bring their own containers in, and in my experience, at least in the stores that I have shopped at, the cashiers actually really like seeing me use my own containers because they say that it reduces plastic use, and they also like seeing the cool containers that people come in with. So it's turned out to be a really positive thing in my life. It's helped save me money, it's helped cut down on my waste, and it's just made our lives a lot easier by shopping in bulk. Try going to new places that you've never been before, like new grocery stores, new restaurants, things like that, because chances are it's probably going to work out, and their resources are going to make it easier for you to live a more sustainable life. The other thing that I'll say about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone is there are a lot of things in a low impact lifestyle that are less convenient than the typical norms. Like, the perfect example for this is having a sustainable period or not. Obviously, disposable feminine products are much more convenient than something that you would have to package correctly and take home and wash yourself, even though that's obviously a more sustainable choice to use something reusable than something that only has one use and has to be disposed of afterwards. So again, I would say try to get yourself to push past those barriers that you have built around yourself for however long it's been. Try something new, because most of the time it's not as scary as you think it's going to be, it's not as inconvenient as you think it's going to be, and it turns out to be a more sustainable choice. Number 2 is find something that inspires you and figure out why you want to do this. Like I said, living a low impact life does not always make things easier, and you might get frustrated and want to give up the entire lifestyle altogether. If you find those communities either online or in person, if you find those places around where you live that really help you get excited about living a more sustainable life, it's really going to help you continue it and help you not get discouraged. Personally, I really love the YouTube community, obviously because I have a YouTube channel, and I gain a lot of my inspiration from watching other people make better choices too. I really can't stress it enough how helpful it is to find what inspires you and to find out why you want to make these choices. Number 3, this one is so vitally important. You have to understand that everyone is different. People are going to make worse choices than you, and people are going to have it figured out more than you do, and that is completely okay. Obviously, if you see someone in your surroundings or in your life that are making choices that are harmful to the environment and you have a better alternative, then yes, I would always encourage you to try to share your knowledge with someone else, and don't force it on them, because obviously people get really discouraged when we do that. But I always love when people are able to give me knowledge that I didn't have before just from their own experience. However, I really don't want you to get discouraged if there's an area in your life that you haven't quite figured out yet, even though you're trying, and you see other people that have it more figured out than you do. I feel like this goes in every direction in life. People around you might have more successful careers, or they might own a home when you don't yet. But I think it's so vitally important to not compare yourself to others and just see how the people around you can encourage and inspire you to make better choices in your life in order to make yourself happier. Specifically with living a low impact life, I think that this is really important to understand when you live with someone who is not making the same choices as you. If you live with your parents, or if you live with roommates or a significant other or friends that just live the normal American lifestyle that most people do, I have found it really important to be patient with those people and to understand that they might not want to make the same choices as you do. My 4th tip is to really focus on trying to find things that bring you joy in your life. I do things like yoga, I journal, I draw, I write, I spend time outside. And if I'm getting frustrated with an area in my life, or if there's something that I haven't figured out yet, it always helps me to fall back on the things that really bring me joy in order to bring myself back up again. And my fifth and final tip is to be patient and loving with yourself. You are trying to live a lifestyle that is more sustainable for the planet, more sustainable for yourself, and just all around amazing. And I don't want you to get angry with yourself or beat yourself up if you're doing something wrong. Try to focus on all of the positive changes that you're making in your life. Definitely try to improve those areas in your life, but don't beat yourself up about it. You are an amazing person and you're doing amazing things. Try to focus on that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope this video inspires people who have been thinking about making sustainable choices but haven't quite gotten there yet. Try new things and see what you can improve on in your lifestyle. I'm going to be making a video soon about the benefits that I have found from living a low impact life. Trust me, there are a lot of them, so hopefully that will inspire you too. Please leave any questions that you have down below. I would love to answer anyone's questions. If they're curious about something, if they're trying to figure something out and they haven't figured it out yet, things like that. I would love to hear from you and see what you're working through and see where you are at now. Please subscribe down below. I make new videos every other day. I will see you guys later. Bye.